Okay,
if I like,
why you are an atheist?
say that again, sorry.
Why you are an atheist? What make you become an atheist?
Because I come from Iraq, yeah,
Hmm.
and Iraq has many religions,
Hmm.
right? There
Hmm.
has indigenous Christian people, Chaldeans, Assyrians,
Hmm.
Syriacs, yeah. They
Hmm.
have Yazidis, they have Shia, Sunni. So nobody has benefited from these little, like these, okay, like you're different, you're this, like especially in the Middle East, like it's not good for us. It's not good for us.
But
You know what
don't
I'm
you
saying?
agree? Don't you agree that the Christians in the Middle East, they are loving, peaceful people. They are not doing any harm. The only problem in the Middle
Yeah.
East is Islam. Have you ever heard of a Christian
Mm,
attacking their neighbors, kidnapping them,
mm.
slaughtering them, beheading them, and say Jesus Akbar? So the problem in the Middle East,
Um,
you have to
yeah,
we have to be honest here, that the problem in the Middle East is Islam. Middle East otherwise is going to be different
yeah,
if there is no Muslims and Islam there. If all the
but
Muslims
yeah,
there are Christians,
but the thing is, Christians, yeah, yeah, go on, sorry.
if all the population there is a Christians, Iraq will be a
Mm.
different country. If
I
all
mean, yeah, I mean, I have to, because I don't know, is America Christian, Europe, America, or all of the developed countries?
even Europe, is getting worse because Muslims are coming there and more crimes happening. The percentage of Muslims in jail in Europe is very high. Why?
Yeah.
They are not the 90% of population, but yet they are the 90% in jail. So why?
Mm.
Obviously there's
Yeah,
something
that's a
wrong.
good point. That's a good point. I'm with you. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If you go
I'm
in
with you.
Europe, if you want to buy a passport, you go and find them, a Muslim guy. If you want to get a fake
Mm, mm,
phone, fake watch, if you want to
hmm.
store stolen software,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
you're right.
this prostitution business, everything
Mm,
wrong. And you are from the Middle East, I am from the Middle East. We are so proud
yeah.
about ourselves, and we speak about other people down, right? They say those Western, they are bad, their women are bad, they sleep around, but we don't see what happened in our land, and what we don't see what
Mm,
how much corrupt is our land. So
mm.
the problem is,
Hypocrites. Yeah,
yeah,
hypocrites. You're right.
they are hypocrites. They are so proud about nothing. Our judges is corrupt, the presidents are corrupt, the police is corrupt, everybody is corrupt, and yet we think we are the best people in the world. Do you agree with me?
But yeah, yeah. But the thing is, like, this is why I'm an atheist, because Armenia is a Christian country, but it's poor. And like what you just said before, you said, okay, the Christians in the Middle East, like they're not the problem. I agree with you. However, you can't portray them as being weak. Okay, they are weak because they're minorities, but there are regions. Okay, but that's irrelevant. But what I'm saying is, because if you, for instance, Christians, like, they've lived in the Middle East since the beginning. Like, they're not some people that they're foreigners. They're not Europeans.
Yes, they are. They
Like
are. They
they're
are the original
indigenous.
citizen. They are the real citizen, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're the ones that refused to
But
convert.
still,
They wanted to carry on with their
but
beliefs.
still, the Christians in the Middle East, if we compare them to the Muslims' life, you will find
Hmm.
that the Christian life is way better than them. You will find most of the Christians in the Middle East, they are very well educated. Their kids, they go to school. The family
Hmm.
is better. Like why there is 40% of the university student are
Hmm.
Christians if the Christians are 10% of population. You know
Mm.
that there is a reason
That's
for
very
it.
true.
Yeah. So then we need to ask ourselves, where is the Muslim population in the university? Why the majority are Christians and the Muslims are not the
Do you want to
majority?
know why? Do you want to know why? Because
Because Islam.
Muslims. No, no. I'll give it. Like, please, just give me opportunity. Like, because Muslims are they're tribal. They have no education. They think about, yeah, he's from my tribe, or he's from my, like, they're very like, if that makes any sense. Christians, okay, there are family, but they're not as tribal as Muslims, right? If you disagree with me, let me know. But
No, this is not
is
the
what I'm
reason.
saying.
This is not the
Mm,
reason. You see, the family is where everything starts. When a father
mm,
he marry more than one woman, and then he
mhm,
have a lot of kids, he cannot afford them. So what he would do, he would dump them in the street and try to get them a job in early age. So a
mm,
Christian kid, his father he marry one woman, and one woman marry
mhm,
one man, and they stay together and they sponsor their family. They have a small family. They take care of them.
mhm,
But the Muslim guy, he have four wives, 40 kids,
Mhm.
how he can afford them?
Mhm.
The only way for them to afford it, when you are at the age of 10, he take you from school, he send you in the
Mhm.
street, he give you to somebody, he have a business, he says, let my son work with you and give him whatever you give him. So by the
Mhm.
age of supposedly 17, now you have a
Mhm.
career, you have a you know, like you learn how to do the business with that guy, you're learning
Mhm.
from him, and this is how they
Mhm.
run the life. This is why engineers are Christians, doctors are Christians, lawyers are Christians,
Mhm.
Muslims are people who do the plumbing, or
Mhm.
the one who do I never saw a child in the Middle East,
Mhm.
he is a Christian, he is washing cars, but I saw all the Muslims in the street when I stop in the traffic light trying to
Mhm.
clean the car for you. So why we don't see Christians? Christians, not all of them, they are rich, right?
Because Christians they stick to their tradition and culture, while Muslims are on. I'm sorry to say, they're confused. Why? Because even if okay, where you are you originally, like for instance, we have this debate in Iraq. Are you originally Iraq? Are you originally from this land or not? Now that's a big debate because you get people, Assyrians, they speak Aramaic. Aramaic is the language that Jesus used to speak. Aramaic, they still speak it to this day, like majority of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have, but the Muslims, they have no identity. They think, okay, I go by tribal name, I go by the tribes, and they marry within cousins. I'm pretty sure Christians don't marry cousins, or am I wrong? In the
Yeah,
Middle East, they
yeah.
don't do that.
I don't know if
Hmm?
somebody people do, but this is not right to
Hmm.
do it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's less than Muslims, right or wrong. They don't do it more than Muslims. When cousin marriages, there are like the churches. Some churches establish, yeah, you can't do this, right? They are saying it's not allowed. Yeah, but the Muslims, all of them, they do it.
You know, if you
You know
go,
what I mean?
yeah, if you go anywhere in Europe, go to an area, the majority of it is Muslims, you will
Hmm.
find right away the area look different, doesn't look good. Graffiti
It's a
in the
war religion.
walls.
Islam is a war religion. It's not a religion of like let's
It's
sit down and read and let's educate. It's not.
yeah, it is
It's a religion where if you die
savage.
if you die for the sake of Islam, you enter the highest form of paradise. You get to eat you get to eat food with the Prophet, or so you get 72. It's not meant
I
to.
will find you
It's not.
the better word for to describe Islam. Islam is a savage religion. It's not a religion. It's a savage cult.
With me,
It's
let me tell you something.
yeah.
For me, I don't like to offend people. Like I can say, like I can start using words, but I like to be reasonable because I
But
can
it
say
is. You
it's,
know,
you know what I mean?
don't you think it's savage to cut the head of people in the name of God to make a God happy?
Mm.
Isn't it
It's a war
savage?
religion.
You know,
Like yes, yeah,
yeah.
you
Like
know.
so you know the Yazidi. Let us say the Yazidi are people who worship whatever, potato, tomato. Why you want to take their daughters and rape them? This is savage. So this
Mm.
religion making you believe that you are like God and everybody is a piece of garbage for you, and you have the
Hmm.
right to cut
Hmm.
the throat of the one you like, and you have the right to rape any women you like.
They're cowards. They're cowards.
Yeah, but
Listen. Let me listen. I live in Europe. Yeah, the Muslims are cowards. Why? Because like for instance, they are giving up. For instance, free education, benefits, welfare, but they want to take advantage because like they take like if I give you something, right, if I say to you, here's a piece of cake, yeah, so like you can share it with me or you can eat it by yourself, yeah. This is exactly what's going on right now. Like they don't appreciate what they have. And you just mentioned there's what did you say, 80% of the prisons is Muslims, right? Did you
yeah,
say that?
the majority. You know,
Mm.
if you go
And
some
mind you,
different location.
they have free educate and everything, and still. But listen, I don't want to be one-sided. I don't want to just bash Muslims, but okay, all the Muslim countries, I mean, are bad countries like poverty, war, whatever, and they don't have education. When they leave the countries, what can they do? All they can do is probably all they know how to do is sell drugs, because the mom or dad, like you said, what is it, four wives, yeah, they don't have time to raise their kids. They be like, listen, you have to read a book. Yeah, they don't have time because they got four wives and millions of kids.
Yeah, well, you know, this is why we are here. Actually, I'm here to debate the Muslims in order to show them that Islam is not making a better person of you, and not making better
Mm-hmm.
of life for us or for humanity. Anything in this
Mm-hmm.
earth will not make a human being life better, is not good to keep. So why I want to keep a religion which is making my life awful. Like what Islam brought to Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Syria, Iraq. You know, it doesn't matter wherever you go. Islam come, you know, peace and the only countries who have money is because of the oil. It's not because Islam. You know, if the oil is gone, they will go in poverty again, and they will go and live in the tent. So Islam brought nothing. And when the Muslim, they are proud about the old days, this because they are thieves. This is not their money. This is not their worth. They attack the neighbors. They take his money.
This is not from the hard work.
Yes, even the palaces they have, like the Muslim, they are proud about what they build, the palaces in Andalusia. This is not your palace. Those are, you know, foreigners. You capture them. You force them to build for you. Yesterday I was watching a video about Syria, and they were showing the tunnel under the ground made by terrorists, but not even 1 meter of it was digged by the terrorists themselves. They kidnap people from the street, they force them, they take them as a prisoners, and then they force them as a slaves to dig tunnels down for them. And this is exactly what they do for centuries. You know, you are coming from Iraq. You know the stories of the caliphate. The caliphate, he used to have like 10,000 women in one palace. You know. Where those 10,000 women coming from? You know, those are theft, kidnapping them from their family.
That's the way. It's I blame Arabs. Not okay. I speak Arabic, okay, which is culture, but Islam. The problem with Islam is it doesn't differentiate between tribalism and like for instance, for Islam is where I take your women, kill you, and that's it. I reproduce, and like it's a war religion. It's a religion where it tries to wipe out other people, if that makes any sense, right? Because look what's happening in Europe, look what's happening in America.
You know the story of the city of Al Basra, as long as you are from Iraq. Do you know the story? Do you know that city was a slave city?
Zinj.
So they have in one city almost at that time what is equal to 600,000 black African slave. The whole city, no white people live there, only black slaves. This is Iraq, long time ago under Islam. And then when those slaves, they make a revolution seeking their rights, you know, they kill them all. Right now in Iraq there's zero black. Where the black people again? You know, how if like long time ago, more than 1,000 years ago, they have in one place more than 600,000 black African. Where they gone? They killed them all. You know, so they try to fool the West about Islam give the right for slaves, free the black slaves. What are you talking about? The Arab is the one who kidnapped the black slaves in North Africa, and they sell them to the rest of the world. The Arab from Morocco, from Algeria, from Libya, they kidnap from the heart of Africa the black ones, and they send them, they ship them, or send them in like by camels through the Egypt to depend what country, to Europe by the ship, to America by the ship. Mostly they sell them first to Europe, and then from Europe they go to America, and those who they are in the Middle East, you know, they go like in a caravan to the rest. So 600,000 in one location, in one city in Iraq. But if you go right now to Iraq, you will find zero black people. What happened? They killed them all. You know.
Right.